We could paint a bird on the side of our van and call it Songbird.
We could paint thunderbolts on the side of our van and call it like Zeus. That's a really good idea.
Zeus?
Zeus.
I don't know about
Zeus. Oh, I like it.
Welcome back for another unpredictable episode of our Sprinter Van Conversion series. Can you believe it's already been 10 weeks and things are really starting to shape up? It seems like just yesterday that our van was an empty shell full of dreams. And now, after a lot of long days and long nights, our van is finally starting to transform into a space where we can see ourselves living and exploring once again. And we found ourselves at the point where it's time to give it a bit more personality, a name.
That's called the Cocoon.
This is the Cocoon.
We've just officially named this thing. What do you guys think?
Clearly we have a knack for naming things. But before we share any more on that, let's show you guys some of the projects we've been up to this week.
This was a little side project on the van that, unfortunately, this whole headlamp unit was not working when we purchased the vehicle. And I tore it apart, undid it, to find that there was moisture on the circuit board, and it was just not working. So I went on eBay, found a replacement. It was shipped to me out of the UK. There's a lot more Sprinters over in Europe, so I guess a lot of extra parts. Now that I have both units out, I can take the circuit board out of the old one and replace it to our new one, and I'm building a wooden shelf section that the new one will sit in underneath our overhead cab. I decided to pull out the headliner again that's been sitting in the back of our workshop and trace out onto the piece of wood that I'll cut with the jigsaw. Let's see how it goes. Feels really good.
Time to get our glow box in. With our glow box looking mighty fine, it was time to move on up. Finally getting our carpet in the attic, which is what we've dubbed our overhead storage compartment area thing that we have too long of a name for. It's like a tricky space to work in. Look at this. Our refrigerator is multi-purpose right now.
Just take you back to those days in England when we were redoing the Howeller.
We just had to clean them and go.
We were on the edge of that park.
Yeah, I used to think that was a lot of work.
Look at this mess. We just acquired our new van. We want to make this thing like home. It's our first purchase together. Hey babe.
Hey!
How's it going?
Cleaning the Howlin Yoweller.
I know, it's crazy.
Bit
What was that
involved.
name you said? What do we name the van?
The Howlin Yoweller.
That's right.
In honor of Mr. Skippy Owl, who is here by our sides helping us figure out how to work every mysterious part that we don't understand. It is a mystery machine. We don't know much about it, but we're figuring her out.
You're doing a heck of a job. We're gonna get her fixed up. There's more to come. We're keeping warm, keeping dry, cleaning, working our buns off. We're gonna get everything cleaned up. I love our skylight up here. Stay tuned, it's only the beginning. This is day one of cleaning up our new whip. So we're gonna get this thing rolling and feel like home on wheels again.
Who knew that 3 years later we'd be preparing for yet another rolling home? But this time there was a little bit more work to do first. Have to go around this, up that, all the way across.
Let's hope it fits on the first try.
That would be magic. That's about as far as we get right now. Okay. The sun has long gone. We are still working on the overhead cabinet. After a few too many attempts to count and a missing chunk of wood later, we were back at the drawing board. There's like this half-inch thing that you're gonna see every day right here. And I thought we could glue in a piece of wood. He does not like that idea.
I just like my work to look the best it can.
There's also, yeah, that.
Big old thing.
We're struggling with the weird corner. We want to make sure, now that we're doing it twice, that we do it right. Cutting wall number 2. Wall number 1 is back there.
Let's hope this comes out with precision.
We just have to shave something over here.
This.
Can we do it tomorrow?
No, we're gonna get this to fit. That's our goal.
Okay. Look at how much better that looks.
What's better?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like such a noticeable point.
Yeah, that's way better. Good job. It only took a few hundred times.
There it is.
Attic
Like a
access.
sign twirler.
That's how we're gonna fund our travels.
You're gonna stand out there and go, Mr. and Mrs. Adventure.
Bravo. I'd stop. I'd give you a honk. And there's our attic. All it's missing now is a door, but we'll make that out of repurposed wood once we get to San Diego. Checking things off our list left and right, we just needed to make sure we had a few more essentials in place for when we take our van camping for the very first time for our 3-year wedding anniversary next week. So, next up was finishing our bed platform. Because we've heard that foam mattresses in vans can retain a lot of moisture, Drew is currently cutting out little holes in it. Let's see what he's up to. Oh, that was nice. Swiss cheesing our bed platform, check. Ooh, speaking of cheese.
It's a new day, we got a big project on our hands. I'm gonna try to figure out how I should install the oven. We had always had an oven in our past van, loved it so much that we could not resist getting another one. We love having pizza night, being able to bake things. You were cooking a fine pizza, babe. It's van night, pizza night.
Because France has some of the best, or at least some of Drew's favorite frozen pizzas.
They're incredible.
And I still have some gluten-free crust that we stocked up on when we found it in Norway. Pizza night in the van is probably my favorite night.
We love having an oven in our van, but I don't have a manual. I have to do some research, figure out exactly how I should hook this up. Luckily, our van has an external propane tank underneath the van, and I'm gonna have to drill a hole through the van at some point and run it to the connector in the back. So today's gonna be all about installing the oven, figuring out the propane, building the countertop, the cabinetry, all new things on my hands. Let's go. Maintenance tips for stainless steel surfaces. Just wish this thing had some instructions on installation. First wall for the oven is in place. I just traced the faceplate of where the oven will be. Might cut that out now. And the next step is to build some supports along here, over here, cut out the square underneath where we want the door that will be right here to store shoes and whatever gear we got going on. Moment of truth. I have all the supports, the framing. Let's see how it fits for the very first time. Alright, we're in. Fingers. Whoa, look at that. It's looking really good. Dang. I've done, babe, for the first time.
Whoa. Our kitchen is coming together. Whoa. All of this.
What do you think of the height of it?
I actually think it's perfect.
Open the lid up.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, this is nice. Yeah, this will be great. That's perfect. I like it.
I like how it sits down in just a little bit.
Yeah, it's different. This can be my standing desk too. Right here. Ding, 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 ding.
So you have options.
/ desk / lots of other things.
With our oven all snug in its new home, it was time to hook up the propane.
The idea is that we drill a hole for the gas propane line coming from the bottom of the vehicle straight up to where the oven will sit up here. And we'll also have the existing quick connect in case we ever needed to get a Rhino or a normal barbecue bottle.
Hello, future deliciousness maker. We're gonna make some yummy van meals on you guys. You just don't even know. The ceremonial lighting of the stove.
Gotta get it going on.
Ignites.
Ooh, that smells and looks delicious. What are you making?
Spirit's first grilled cheese.
Is that the name of our van?
Spirit of the Howler. Full name. Spirit for short. Excellent.
Yeah! Radical. Mega stoked.
Howler, you're coming with us. Taking the Spirit of the Howler in there.
The British plate with us. We're gonna take Spirit out for the first time tomorrow.
For our 3-year wedding anniversary. We're gonna celebrate in spirit.
We're going in spirit.
Living in spirit. And right now we're cooking in spirit.
I'm excited to eat this.
So how's your first van cooked meal?
As good as I was hoping.
Whoa!
Needless to say, we can't wait to get back on the road, because with the Spirit of the Howler guiding us, there's no telling what amazing things we'll find. If you haven't already, we invite you to like this video and subscribe so you can join us again next week when we share all the best from our first camping trip in spirit. Until next time, know how grateful we are to share this magical journey into the great unknown with you, and follow us on Instagram at Mr. and Mrs. Adventure. See you next week!